You know, I would say we're saving the best for last, but the show just keeps on going, so there really is no last. But I do have some of the best right here with Fortune Management. Dave Temple here at the Dentsply Sirona World News. And look at this, a veritable powerhouse of beauty, brains, and fortune management. Bernie Stoltz, by the way, let me start. Guys, welcome to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was an awesome, awesome video. Freedom Day USA that we launched yesterday, or launched here at Dentsply Sirona World. Whose brainchild was that? I just loved it. It was so heartwarming.
Well, yeah, you know, I'd love to take the credit for it, but actually, the original brainchild was that of one of our Fortune doctors in West Virginia by the name of Dr. Bob Martino, who actually said they came to him one morning in the shower. Now, I don't know what that means, but what I know is that we have and he called me up and he said, you know, he goes, we have a serious issue here in this country, and that is with retired military veterans, that the minute that they stop serving our country and doing one of the most important jobs on the planet for us as a country, is they have no dental benefits. And so he said, what if we were to find a way to just open up the doors and our hearts of every office in our network across America, just find a way that one day a year we're able to get as many of them orally healthy as possible, and make sure they never get a bill, and that they're well taken care of. And it's such an easy way for us to thank them for what they do for us.
I love it. I love it.
So it's been, it's going into its 4th year now, October 12th, right before Veterans Day. We're going to do it this year. And what I would say to all of the offices that are out there, don't make this a hard thing. This is easy. We've got lots of practices around America who do it whatever way they want to do it. Some will go all out. They'll make it a big team event. They'll actually create a whole day around it where all they do is take care of active and retired and family members of military. But there's other practices, just find a way to work them into a regular schedule. So whatever you guys can do, we'd love to make this a groundswell. I'm hoping by next year we actually get a 60 Minutes piece done on it. That's, and one of the doctors came up to me today and said, it's not just that it's good for dentistry, he goes, but it's just good for the country. So we're excited about it.
Well, and having a daughter as the chief strategy officer, perhaps, so we could work on getting that 60 Minutes thing done pretty quickly.
No pressure.
No pressure. Speaking of which, what are your thoughts about the changing industry as it relates to being business savvy, doctors being more business savvy?
Absolutely. I think being a dentist 30 years ago and being a dentist today has changed dramatically. Doctors could just focus on being really good dentists, and patients would find their way to their door and be treated, and it would be fine. And profit margins are decreasing, and technology helps bring that back, but you've got to be more sophisticated. The whole marketplace, the consumers, patients are becoming more sophisticated, and the doctors and their teams have to change with that. And the whole business industry of dentistry is changing. And so at Fortune Management, we've had to evolve and create different programs to best support our doctors, to help them through that, to create a really success, so that they can be a success in dentistry and in business, and not just have a well-paying job, but something that creates some sustainability after for retirement, and that everybody in the dental practice can thrive as well. So
awesome. And Mark, you got 2 programs that you're
I have one,
okay.
And Jonathan, I think, is going to explain the second one.
Okay.
As Jen was mentioning, this industry is evolving. It's not what it was 30 years ago, as you can expect what it is today. The program that we put together is called Fortune 50. And what we're doing is we're working with a select group of dental entrepreneurs that we pull together. And we're going to assist them to help define and shape the future of dentistry going forward. The market's giving some opportunities right now through areas that they may not have a lot of expertise in. So our goal is to help give them the leadership skills, also to help build their knowledge and opportunity. So we're building a very knowledgeable, rich environment for them to connect and to be supported by. So they can go in and have a very, very strong say on what the future of dentistry looks like.
So Jonathan, Mark said he's program 1, you're program 2.
Yeah, that's right, program 2. What drives me, what I'm most passionate about is that first-time owner, that startup doctor. And so actually we're writing a book that's coming out called Don't Sweat the Startup, which, thank you, Jennifer, for the title. Very, very nice. But that to me is where the industry misses it as a whole. There's a lot of bad information and just a lot of negative stuff that gets put out in the marketplace, whether it's by DSOs or that traditional professor at a dental school somewhere saying, oh, back in my day, and that kind of stuff, right? I walked 20 miles to school in the snow and all that.
Yeah.
And instead they're saying, nobody will lend money to you as a startup doctor. Student loan debt's higher than it's ever been. You'd be crazy to start your own business. That's just not true, right? So we're really excited to have it on both sides of the line. First-time owners and startup doctors, we've got an avenue for you to go into business ownership and really get started from ground one with the foundation, right? To do nothing but grow. And Mark is obviously for that established doctor to say, hey, I'm here, I'm growing, and now I'm ready for that second arc of my career.
Were you going to say something, Mark? You had that look of like, yeah, and I want to also say this.
Well, to extend that, the doctor's vision is really about growing.
Right.
And like I said, the established doctor. And the established doctor, again, they have opportunities in front of them. And some of them deal with mergers and acquisitions, and some of it deals with leadership skills and growing an enterprise. So Fortune 50 is designed to do just that. And we've built a fantastic advisory group of C-level experts that will be accessible to these dental entrepreneurs that want to take it from here, a level of success already, to the next level and the next level. And that's where I tied that to these dental entrepreneurs really having a say on what the future of dentistry is going to look like.
Well, it's interesting because we've been talking to dentists all weekend long, and they're always talking about technology. It was this 30 years ago, it's now this. It's growing exponentially faster and faster. And not only is it moving faster, but the increase in both profitability, accessibility, et cetera, is also increasing. So it makes me wonder, Bernie, just as technology is increasing and at a higher speed, there has to be the same in money management, fortune management, right? Because their mind is all technology, and yeah, I've got to run a business, but it's moving faster than I can even keep up with. That's where I think this is kind of the magic, right?
Well, exactly. And if I was going to give one huge takeaway, and I'll start all the way at the top of why we create the ultimate dental event. The ultimate dental event is to put people in the very best environment. What you have here this year and every year at Dentsply Sirona World is the best environment. And there's a phrase that I've used for a lot of my career, and that is get around where it's better and let something hit you. For a doctor that comes here and a team that comes here for these 3 or 4 days, they're in the very best environment to thrive. So that's what this is all about. But also let's go to, there's been a lot talked about as far as evolution of the profession. 30 years ago, it was mission critical that a dentist in this profession have the very finest clinical skills. And that hasn't changed. We still know that a dentist will only diagnose to the level of their own clinical skill set, and it's a lot harder for them to be successful in the business, or a lot easier for them to be successful in the business world if they've got great clinical skills.
Sure.
But here's where the evolution has changed, is that it is equally important today, the environment that we place the practitioner in. Now, define environment. It is the facilities that the consumer expects to walk into today. It is the technology that is available today, which, by the way, all great technology that we have here is going to do two things. It's going to make the practice more profitable while making the care more affordable. Also, though, environment means the culture and the team, as Simon Sinek said earlier today.
Yep.
It's also about having structure, and it's about having systems. All of that is an environment. You take a doctor and you put them in that environment in the year 2017, it's a whole different game. That's what this is all about.
Awesome.
And that's what we're about at Fortune. We're about creating these incredible environments for our doctors and teams where they can take their clinical skills, and the whole team can be empowered on clinical skills, and we can just make the whole thing work together because it's about environment. And you know, Simon said it great today. He said it's about creating this really safe place.
Love
And,
that.
and what we're doing here is creating a safe place, not just for the patient, but for the team and for the doctor themselves.
That's
That's
great.
what we stand for at Fortune.
Great analogy. God, Simon's it was just so money, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You got a lot for your money for an hour and 15 minutes,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Bernie, thank you so much for joining. All of you, thank you
you,
so
Dave.
much. It's always good to see you.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you,
think
Dave.
we got some newbies. We've seen you before. And the video, Freedom Day USA, going to be awesome.
Yeah, that's the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
That's about one thing I said last night. It's just okay to do good, doing good things in life, right?
Absolutely.
That's it.
All right.
Thanks, Dave.
That is going to wrap it
Thanks,
up
Dave.
from here in Las Vegas at the Dentsply Sirona World News. I'm Dave Temple. We'll see you next time.